Hi everybody, this is Deborah.
And this is Jenny. And we are very happy to be here today one more time to share, and to talk today a new topic about toxic relationship.
Oh yes. I mean,
So-
how you can recognize, go ahead.
Yeah. So we are here, and Deborah, she has some experience about that. So she's gonna share, and we're gonna, enjoy to listen what we can learn today from Deborah.
Yeah, and also how we can recognize when you are into a toxic relationship, right? So unfortunately, that is something that happened to me in the past. This is why I'm divorced at this time, So one of the main things that you need to recognize is, when you have a feeling like, and questions going through your head. Sometimes I ask to myself, why is so hard at the time when I was married, right? Why is so hard for me to take a decision? Why is so hard for me to do different activities that I usually do? I always been so independent and, an outgoing person. So what made me change? Why I feel that those changes are not positive to myself, right? So when I start question myself, and then something inside of me was speaking louder, I have, and then I have those feelings like, why this is happening. So when you are into a relationship that is not good for you, sometimes you don't realize, so many things around you, but then something inside you is gonna tell you, and you gotta learn how to listen to things. And one day I remember when I put in a balance, here is the love and here is the unhappiness I have, right? And then when the love and the unhappiness I have,
Yeah.
it was totally so different in the balance.
Unbalanced.
Totally imbalanced, right? My unhappiness was, higher than my happiness. So, now I can laugh about that, but I remember at the time it was super, it was a really tough time in my life. So sometimes when you see yourself, especially when you are into a relationship for a long time, or when you are in a marriage and then you have kids, you're gonna make the relationship work, and you do as much as you can. So I feel that I try as much as I can at the time. And I always want to keep the relationship, just thinking on my head, like, okay, let's do it for the family. Let's keep everything for the family and let's work it out. And I did as much as I could at the time. But at one moment, I really had the thinking, like, is what I really want to do for my kids? Be in this kind of environment. So, and at that moment, I also understood something. Everything has a reason, And my ex-husband, for example, I feel like his background with his family, he lived a kind of situation in that way. This is why he was that way, right? And then when I was thinking about my kids, and if I want to keep the family, the marriage for that family, then I really want to think about those kids. So, I have this thinking, and like, do I really want this for my kids? Whenever they grow up, this is what I want to teach them?
No.
So, yeah, absolutely, Jenny. I didn't want to do it. So, it was not an easy decision. It was really hard, but it was the best decision I could ever make.
And now I have a question. How many times during the relationship you broken and then come back and broken and come back? How many years take you to understand this is not really go forward?
Well, it takes a while, because you don't decide just randomly, like thinking, oh, I'm gonna get divorced tomorrow. That doesn't happen that way, right? So it takes time, So I remember at the time, like we go back and forth, when I go back with him, I remember the relationship was really nice for a month, and then after the month, we call it probably the honeymoon.
They
right?
got the honeymoon, the holiday.
And then after a month, everything go back to the same. And that is something like, it's like, no, I don't want to do this. I love my life. I'm a person that I enjoy my life. I embrace life, and this is also my life, and I cannot play with two little human beings that are the kids. So they deserve, a fair chair. I mean, I need to share them a nice environment, and they need to have the chance to have a really nice, environment where they're gonna have a good mental health as well. So I think I'm getting very close to that now. Like, I'm giving them everything I can, and my kids are really nice kids. They're very understandable about different things, and people who knows them.
Yeah, they're very sweet. Kids. Yeah.
They love them, and I'm so happy because that is something that I really want for them, and it's working.
And for example, for those women who they had a decision, but they are not clear how to set up the life for the kids, physically, new house, new environment, how, financially, because some people also financially they're scared, like, okay, I don't work in a relationship because I feel afraid because now I'm not gonna have the house, or I'm not gonna have the money, the groceries, the home, the house, for example. What you can say about that?
You know what you said, that's very true, and that's very sad because I heard so many people telling me the same thing, and I even went to the same situation. I didn't work while I was married. In my marriage I didn't work. So when I decided to take the step of getting divorced, then something inside of me, and I don't know how these things work out, but when you take a decision that is for your life, and something inside of you is gonna tell you everything will be okay. So I move on with my two kids, of course, and then I start working. I find a job so easily, and then my plans were, especially my kids, I was focused on them because this one was a huge change for them. But I know in my heart it was the best change that they can have. So, I started working. The kids went to the school, play dates and everything. So I always keep them busy. And, probably I wasn't the best financially at the time, but let me tell you something. I was much happier, a lot more, and I have more peace in my life. And my kid, the whole transition, it wasn't easy, but one day, after a while, it took place, and things start beautiful working out for the whole family, and it was good. So understand something, like, you have an inner voice inside of you. If something is telling you like something's going on, do not avoid that. Question sometimes things that you think is not good for you, and talk to people like you feel like they care about you. Talk to your family. Sometimes you're in a situation that probably you don't even know, but understand where you are first of all, and listen to your inner voice. This is your life. You deserve peace, and you deserve to be happy.
That's correct. Yes, right. Totally. What I want to say is true. Especially the last, what she said is really true. We deserve to be happy, and and why not, right? We have just a short time of life that we have to really take the best advantage and be happy with the person we want to be. If the person don't make us happy, maybe it's much better to be alone, right?
Yes, absolutely. If you feel it's not working, you're not happy, you know what? You own your life. And we are not getting any younger. You see all these white hairs?
Well, I'm hoping you like this video. If you would like to share this video, please share with women's too, because you never know. So this is the main thing what we are doing. We're gonna hoping to do more videos about different topics. But for now, you can subscribe if you want. On YouTube, we have La Sister California.
Yeah, also on Instagram.
Instagram and Facebook too, so you can see our videos there. Okay?
Yeah, and next time we're gonna talk about how her relationship can be successful.
For sure. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.